some major news. A number of world leaders have come out and warned about what's to come next in the Iran war, with multiple of them saying that the information they have keeps them awake at night. That is certainly not something you ever want to hear. The South Korean president said the world is in turmoil over the energy crisis. The situation is so serious that it has even kept me up at night. The immediate problem is grave enough, but the outlook ahead seems even more unstable. The situation is worse than expected. Italy's defense minister said, "I am forced to know things about what could happen in the coming week and the effects it will have on the economy and our daily lives that no longer allows me to sleep." So multiple leaders in different countries, in different positions of power, all saying the same thing, that things are about to get worse and it keeps them up at night. And you can thank Donald Trump for putting us in this situation.
You've won, Trump. Go away. You've done it. You have all money. Your name is going to be on every kind of dollar that we make. You've won. You've done it.
Money.
It's victory. Trump, I will agree. You could have it on there for the rest of your life. Just leave. Go home. You've won. Money is yours. You claimed it. Your name. You have your own currency. American currency is now yours.
Trump bucks.
You've won. Go away.
It's what you always wanted.
Get the hell. You did it.
Your name on money.
You've accomplished it. You've done it all.
Trump.
Go. Bye. You did it. There's nothing else. How can you talk that? You are money. Money is you. Done. Just leave the damn White House. Get out. You won.
He ain't gonna go.
I know it.
All right, Shalom Akim. Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Chahakwadash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands, and guiding their children. All right, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. All right, I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Shalom wa chasadim wa barakim. All right. And, I have to say, I've always known, we the men of the Lord, we've been speaking to these things, you know what I'm saying? And I've known that the divide was coming, you know what I'm saying? But I had no clue that it was going to be this satisfying. You see what I'm saying? I had no idea that it was going to be this satisfying to watch. You know what I'm saying? And, Slocky. Close this up real quick. All right. And we're watching the downfall of this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We're watching the end of this empire. You see what I'm saying? And it's going out in crazy fashion. See what I'm saying? Crazy fashion. All right. The fact that these maggers, okay, are now so heavily divided amongst themselves, and they can't for the life of them, all right, find that unity that they once had. Why? Because prophecy says that they're going to fall apart. Prophecy said that. Okay? And these jokers are now about to go against each other. Let's go to Isaiah. All right, Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. It reads, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." All right? "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." See? So as you can see on the screen, Donald Trump, all right, DJ Trump, man, Nero in the reincarnation, he just fired his top U.S. Army officials. He just fired his top U.S. Army officials amid Iran invasion disagreements. All right? And that's putting it mildly, man, because I can already see it. All these generals, all these high-ranking officials, all right, they straight up told Trump, this is a suicide mission, and you're gonna get our soldiers destroyed. There is no there is no happy ending here, man. You send them troops over there, all right, them troops have what? Them troops have a limited supply of food. And when they run out of food, who's going to resupply them? You know what I'm saying? Who's going to resupply them? Because you're sending in your planes and whatnot, and they're getting shot down, you know what I'm saying, left and right. I just saw an article today, all right, reporting that two more of their planes have been downed. These are their fighter jets, all right? Babylon the Great is losing this war. As I've said weeks ago, man. Okay? There is no way that they can win this war. And the only option that they got left is the nuclear option. And when it happens, it's going to shake the entire world. This is why these top officials in all these other nations are losing sleep at night. This is why. This is why that top official in the United Nations just resigned. Because he said he will not be a part of this. He will not be here. He does not want to be here to witness this. Okay? And having not told people about what is coming. This is inevitable, man. Because why? Because of the pride. The pride amongst these devils, man. They can't allow themselves to be defeated. Okay? They can't allow themselves to turn tail and to walk away. They can't do it, man. The scriptures tell you. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. Let me get this real quick. Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" And this is the absolute hubris of Trump. You see what I'm saying? The pride is oozing off of him. All right? He just opens up this big museum called the Trump Library. All right? He's got a golden statue of himself. You can't tell me that this ain't Babylon. All right, this ain't Babylon all over again, man. You cannot tell me that. Can't tell me that. This is Babylon the Great, also spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. You see? They come in the same prideful spirit. You know what I'm saying? The guy is putting his name on, he's putting his name on a dollar bill, man. Okay? So he cannot walk away from this conflict. The pride is too strong, it's too steep. Let me show you this one video. Bear with me.
According to Professor Shaw, officially trapped in the Middle East. It cannot go forward, and it can't. According to Professor Zhang's geopolitical prediction, America is officially trapped in the Middle East. It cannot go forward, and it cannot go backward. Let me explain the simulation. If America tries to negotiate a ceasefire today, Iran's theoretical demands would be devastating. First, they would demand approximately $1 trillion in economic reparations. Second, they would demand that America removes its military presence from the region forever. If America actually accepts this and leaves, a catastrophic economic chain reaction begins. Without U.S. protection, the Gulf states instantly become client states of Iran. This completely destroys the petrodollar, the system that forces the world to buy oil in U.S. currency. Without the petrodollar creating global demand for U.S. currency, America cannot service its $39 trillion debt. The U.S. economy, which acts like a global Ponzi scheme, would collapse. So the cost of leaving is total financial ruin. But what happens if they stay and escalate? That leads to the ground invasion trap, and it is even worse. In military theory, the logical next step is seizing Karg Island. This tiny island handles 90% of Iran's oil exports. Capturing it looks like a clean, decisive victory on television, but game theory shows you cannot hold it. The island sits right off the coast. The moment U.S. Marines land, they become sitting ducks for Iranian artillery and drone swarms. To protect the island, you must invade the coastline. To protect the coastline, you must secure the Zagros Mountains. Suddenly, you are fighting a massive land war inside one of the most difficult geographic terrains on Earth. This is called mission creep. In 1965, America sent just 3,000 Marines to Vietnam. 4 years later, 500,000 troops were trapped in the jungle. Once blood is spilled, politicians refuse to leave because of the sunk cost fallacy. Admitting defeat becomes psychologically impossible, so the war just grinds on for years.
See what I'm saying? So, this is it. This is it, man. Let's go back. So you see, this is exactly why this guy is firing all of his top generals and his top military officials. You see what I'm saying? It's because all of those who have actually a conscience, okay, those who actually care about their troops, who care about the Constitution, this and that, you know what I'm saying? They're saying, no, we can't go forward with this, man. We're not doing this. You see? Why? Because it's an absolute trap. It is a trap, man. Okay? But his pride cannot allow this to happen, man. The Lord is hardening his heart, and we're watching it happening right in front of our eyes, man. You know? Let's go back to Isaiah. All right, Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4. And it reads, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts." See what I'm saying? And it's causing this place, Babylon the Great, to lose all of her allies, all of her her vassal states. You see what I'm saying? Look what's going on with Italy. All right? Breaking. Italy says it will attack Israel if it does not stop the war with Iran. Okay, so people are taking sides. People are choosing sides, man. We're at the end of this realm, all right? This kingdom. You see, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. And we're looking at the end of Esau's world. Okay? Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 7. It reads, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. You see? And I remember years ago when I said, you know, America's going to be losing her allies, man. America's going to lose all her support. All right? And I was called crazy. You see? And the same can be said for all the prophets, man. Beginning with our apostles, bishops, and elders. We were called nutcases. But here it is, it's happening. All right? The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right? And it's speaking now. It's not lying. It's right there in your face. You see what I'm saying? This is going to cause the dismantling of NATO. It's going to cause, we're already seeing it's causing the dismantling of the Arab nations, you know what I'm saying, being aligned with America. Now they're forming their own Arab NATO pact. You see? Turkey is leaving NATO. All right? And that's the second largest military in NATO behind the United States. You see? So it's only going to get worse, man. And this is the dividing that the Lord told us was going to come. Okay? So it's about to get even crazier, man. All right, keep watch. So this has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and from our grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.